The art of war is simple enough. Find out where your enemy is, get at him as soon as you can, strike him as hard as you can and as often as you can, and keep moving on.
As a theater teacher, I have 5 classes that I teach, and one of them is called Theater Arts 2, which is a second level theater class, so the kids have all had 1 semester of acting. We call it theater, it's really an acting class. And I was looking for material that would be timely, not your typical something that's written 50 years ago, but something that the kids could get involved in that had to do with something that might be going on in the world now, and also looking for material that was appropriate for women. Because we have lots of girls in the class, so women and men. And I came across this book, In Conflict, and I thought, these are interviews with soldiers at Walter Reed, but they're quite young, and this could be good monologue stuff.
They're neat, they're tough, they got cool uniforms and chicks.
At a certain point, one of the parents got wind of what we were doing and was very worried about the script.
What's up, little guy?
She thought that it might become extremely anti-war somehow. I think it was because of some of the source material we were looking at, which was the documentary film, The Ground Truth. And she had a son in the military and felt that this film, The Ground Truth, which was by Focus Films, was a very bad thing for teenagers to see, that it was too anti-military. And she took issue with that particular source and sort of made that into a complaint, which went to the administration. It was too biased so far, even though it was not the play, it was just the second week of exploring what we might use, that I hadn't written a play that was as if I had written it. I didn't write it, it wasn't a play, it was just excerpts from other people's words, which were all veterans at this point, that it was too biased and that it was going to become inflammatory and that the administration was going to end up looking bad, that it was going to be so biased that people in the town were going to be upset by it, that it would be construed as the school representing an anti-war point of view. And we live in an extremely conservative town, and they weren't thinking this is art, it's a point of view. They weren't thinking, they didn't understand that, and they just made a decision. They made a hard and fast decision that they were not going to allow the play in any form to ever be performed at the school or anywhere else.
Today's attack was the bloodiest and the most coward one. The butchers murdered children with cold blood, and then attacked the brave soldiers who came and rescued the injured.
Then the New York theater community kind of called and they said, you know, you will not be censored 55 minutes from New York. If your kids need a place to do this play, we don't care how terrible it is. You come here and do it. You do it at the Culture Project. You do it at the Vineyard Theater. You do it at the Public Theater with us.
It's a never-ending fight unless you just throw a nuclear bomb down and annihilate everybody. Because these people, the men, the women, even the kids, man, they'll all just keep coming at you.
Some veterans connected with us from Iraq. A colonel wrote to us from Iraq, and a family of a student that had died from Norwalk, a neighboring town, brought us a handwritten letter and said, please do have my son's letter in your play. Take my son's letter and read it.
I believe in my country. I believe in America. If you speak out against the war, you're considered to be unpatriotic. But I have to speak out against the war. I still dream about it. I can't stop thinking about it.
And it was sad. It was a little bit sad. It was just one of those things, though, you don't really judge it. You just plow through. And that's when it happened. That's that question as to when did they become friends. They became very good friends, and they're still friends. And no matter, I think they'll always remember this time together at their high school.
Who are we?
Just some kids from Connecticut.